Thank you for sacrificing your time and talent to help in this moment of great need. This orientation program is for power utility workers tasked with restoration operations. You will learn restoration best practices for the Florida Public Utilities electric distribution system and how to implement these best practices during this significant outage event. Restoration operations, especially after a disaster, inherently stress everyone involved. We know you're here to help, and we want you to alleviate any concerns you may have regarding lodging, meals, and our local environment, and of course, safety. So it is imperative that we all work together in order to minimize stress and provide you with the information, equipment, and other resources you need to succeed. To tell you how we will do this, we have divided this program into 4 sections: safety, operations and procedures, relevant technical system information, communications protocols. At this point, you should have reviewed pre-arrival information provided by your company. That includes our safety orientation guide, construction standards, and an agenda for this briefing. And you should know who your direct contact person is here on site, your FPU lead, who can help you with lodging, meals, fuel, and other information. If you have any questions about this presentation, please see your FPU lead. From everyone at Florida Public Utilities and the people of this community, we thank you for being here.
In the field, safety is the primary operational concern. Integrating and managing safety standards and cultures from multiple organizations during restoration operations is therefore a high priority. You are required to provide the necessary personal protection equipment: hard hat, safety glasses, hearing protection, gloves rated for high voltage and low voltage, electric hazard rated boots, and fire retardant clothing. If you do not have all PPE items, let your FPU lead know. You will be working in a subtropical environment that presents several challenges. High temperatures and humidity can aggravate allergies and require that you drink plenty of water while working to prevent heat stress or stroke. A variety of insects, especially mosquitoes, are out in force, so have plenty of repellent on hand. Be aware of the natural wildlife in our area who have been displaced during this disaster. There can be a variety of snakes and possibly alligators sharing your work location. Florida Public Utilities has provided you with a safety orientation guide. Following this guidance is the best way to protect you and your coworkers in this assignment. Any exceptions made to this guidance should be done only with supervision of the safety officer assigned to your area. If there is no assigned safety officer and you experience a safety variance, you should consult your FPU lead if possible. If not possible, you should follow the safety procedures of the company you work for. Your safety officer has responsibility for overall operational safety, safety briefings, integrating rest, breaks, and time off into crew shift schedules to support safe operations, and ensuring rest and breaks for command staff to maintain mental sharpness and effectiveness. In general, our goal is to do work only during daytime hours for obvious safety reasons. Although not ideal, nighttime operations may be required in some situations. When possible, you will not be assigned complex, sensitive, or dangerous tasks during darkness. If you are assigned a task you feel is unsafe, please contact your FPU lead or safety officer for guidance. Your FPU lead should have informed you of the nearest medical facilities that are available to provide medical treatment in the event of an emergency and information on how to access the nearest first aid services. At this point, Florida Public Utilities has scouted this situation, and your company has assigned you to respond on site. Now that you're here, we'll work together to assess the damage that has occurred. Damage assessments must be thorough and accurate. The end goal is to understand the root cause of outages. Leadership will need to know if a few targeted fixes will restore a large number of meters, or if it will take many crews doing a large number of small, slow repairs to restore customers. The damage assessment process must include documenting inventory of equipment needs, such as number of poles, cross arms, transformers, trucks, material, specialized equipment, necessary personnel to conduct restoration work, and accessibility of the work location, including an estimate of time needed to get to and from the site. Full and accurate damage assessments, coupled with specific knowledge of the system, represent the only means for placing complete and accurate resource requests. A complete resource request should include specific type and quantity of personnel, material, and equipment needed, voltages working, construction standards, plus any need for traffic control, trimming of vegetation, and logistical support. Once the extent of damage is known, your FPU lead will get you organized with those around you to begin restoration of your assigned area. In a major outage, full damage assessment may be time-consuming and should not delay restoration of known areas. In such cases, Florida Public Utilities will prioritize obtaining the information needed to assign initial resources so you can begin restoration. It is imperative that you accurately report found damage, then team up with appropriate coworkers as assigned by leadership. Only in this way can damage be restored in a safe and organized manner. You are being assigned to work on our Marianna distribution system. This is a distribution-only system. We distribute electricity from Gulf Power. The system distributes power through 5 substations: City of Marianna, Chipola Road, Caverns Road, Altha, and Blountstown. Our power system is 7,200 volts throughout. It is both primary on top, neutral on bottom, and neutral on top, primary on bottom. So make sure to look carefully to determine this before doing any work on a specific part of the system. With 90% of distribution overhead, your FPU lead will provide you with specific information on the Marianna system, including maps and one-lines if needed. Given the challenges in this heavily affected area, communication systems may be compromised. Florida Public Utilities bases communications on cell phones, so make sure you have your FPU lead's mobile number stored in your phone. In the event of widespread outage of cell phone service, the use of satellite phones may be implemented. Your FPU lead can provide you with more information. And while we're talking about communicating, you may be contacted directly by a member of the public while working on our system. If this occurs, remain courteous and please refer them to your FPU lead who can address their questions and concerns. Do not provide any estimates of when power will be restored or any information about ongoing restoration efforts.
Thank you again for being here. Your knowledge, expertise, and generosity are essential to successfully restoring this area. Your efforts are not only supporting the local communities here, but help strengthen the energy industry. Be safe. Thank you.